Gemini, welcome back. Welcome. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and we have your weekly read. We're going to be using the Antique Anatomy Tarot this week, and then we'll pull a couple of cards from the Santa Muerte and read the advice of the dead. Turn that back over. Just need to shuffle up a bit here, and then we'll pick your cards. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. It is a general reading, so if it's not your energy I'm picking up on, which you'll know if it doesn't sound anything like your situation, then you can check some of the older videos, because when you see the video is far more important than when I recorded it. Or you can just check some of the other excellent readers here on YouTube. Finish this. Get you some cards. Wonder if you have a head cold this week, Gemini. I'm starting to get all stuffed up. All of a sudden, for your reading, 5 of Coins jumped out here. It was sort of a perceived sense of lack right now. Something you feel like you don't have as much money as you need, or you don't have access to the resources that you need, perhaps. Let's see, Gemini, what we have for you. The 7 of Rods, so this is your 5 of Coins, which is the 5 of Pentacles. And again, that's the sense that you are lacking something. You feel like you're having some financial difficulty maybe, or you feel that you don't have access to the resources you need to achieve what you want to achieve. It can also mean that you're starting to think about money differently. It can mean that there's a reorientation in your thought process about what money is, what it can or cannot do for you, what it can give you, what it means, how it is, what it means in relation to who you are, if that makes sense. The 7 of Rods is coming out next. This is Wands energy, right? And that is about keeping on, persevering, really just working to maintain your control over something. You could feel that there's a little bit of competition for a resource that you believe you need. You may feel like there's some whether it's money or time with a person, or an object that you want to use that you need to borrow, or this could be as simple as you want to rent a certain venue and you feel like someone else is upbidding and is getting in the way of you getting access to that place when you want it. Or it could be as complicated as you have a plan, a financial plan, and someone is threatening to interfere with it somehow, by, I don't know, stealing clients or something. This is coming out next, the High Priestess, which is quite a pretty card in this deck, actually. And I don't say that about many in this deck, to be honest. It's not necessarily my style of art. I appreciate it, but I don't really find it beautiful, necessarily. Anyway, the High Priestess card is quite nice. And that is your inner knowing that's being tapped into, your intuitive side. That can also be speaking to, the unconscious parts of yourself that you are now able to access, maybe through dreams. An inner voice, just an inner knowing that whispers to you. When you just know things without any logical reason for knowing them, that voice, that is guiding you. And it says that, this sort of spirit telling you that you can rely on that wisdom that's whispering in your ear to keep you with access to these resources. This is the last card for you, the 1 of Blades. This is the Ace of Swords. There's a clarity to your thinking right now, which is exceptional. And that's saying something because Geminis are known for their exceptional clarity of thought, very much in that that air energy and that intellectual ability. But here you have like next level clarity. There's truth here. There's a new viewpoint perhaps emerging in you about a conflict that you're involved in. So whatever's threatening your financial situation, if that's what's going on here, you have a new way of seeing it. Maybe your inner wisdom is allowing you to understand that they're not, whoever this is, isn't actually threatening what you have in the way you think. I don't know what that means. If it relates to you, then maybe you'll understand that message. But there's definitely a vibe here of a guidance for you to listen to your inner wisdom, because your intellect is very sharp and your intuition is very sharp. Both are heightened right now this week, and they're going to help you deal with this situation over here. Let's take a couple of the cards from Santa Muerte, and we'll look at the guidance from the dead. All right. You know what? I'm going to put that back because I got too many, and I only want 2, so I'll take the first one that came out, which is the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, all right. And we'll take the second one that came out, the other upright, which is the King of Cups. So the 8 of Pentacles is, sorry, my elbow's on the table here. As with all the cards in this deck, absolutely stunning. Look at the roses in the crown. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. This is about you're an apprentice, you're learning something new, and you're starting to see that your skills are solid. You're starting to consistently produce good result, and you have high standards here, but you have a passion for what you're engaged in, and you are finding that you have the ability to take care of yourself as well. So the King of Cups comes out next. Focus. Oh, come on, there we go. So the King of Cups energy is telling me that you do feel in control here. There's a balance, and you're keeping that balance. So even though you're feeling a little bit threatened here, maybe by something, you still feel in control. You still have a handle on things. It's like it doesn't really matter so much if this is kind of just noise, and you can deal with noise all day long, every day. So let's look at, I'm going to take a little bit of time here to find these because I'm not well versed on the order of things in this book, but I think it's Pentacles back here. I'm going to read you the advice of the dead from the guidebook. That's Wands. All right, the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Advice of the dead. There can never be enough prudence. Therefore, face the situation with careful choices and evaluations, also accepting advice from people you trust. So, you're in no doubt here with the strong mental energies that you will approach the situation with caution. Let's look at the cups. The King of Cups. The advice of the dead for this card is rely on your emotions or trust the inventiveness of a male figure who is near to you and who will help you in your enterprise. So, if there's a male figure near you that you trust, you can rely on his advice to help you with this situation this week, Gemini. I think looks like you've got it well in hand. Let's take a look here at what you need to know, the leeching messages, and I'm just going to randomly open to a page and read whatever we find here. This will be just a little extra layer of guidance. What you're looking for is what you're looking with. I don't know what that means, Gemini. Maybe you do. What you're looking for is what you're looking with. So if you're looking for financial resources, you are looking for them with financial resources. Yeah. I don't know. It's perhaps wisdom, and I'm not able to digest it at the moment, but perhaps you can. Or maybe it's just a sentence in a book. We must use our discernment, correct? Everything you need in life is always shown to you. Your next step is always unveiled before you. So, whatever it is you need to do to deal with this situation, you know what it is. You already know. It's been shown to you. And your intuition and your intellect will help you. Perhaps the guidance of another person will also be helpful as you make your way through this situation that's challenging you this week. I think that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you for sharing this time with me. It is an honor to read for you. I hope that we will see you next time. Thank you for the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And like and share, provide your feedback if you would, please. It's always helpful for me. I think that's what I have for you. I think I've left you confused because I'm starting to get quite muddled in the head at this very moment, and I think this reading could have been a little more clear, so my apologies. We'll try to do better next time. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you then. Blessings.